Hey everyone, this is a bit of a departure from my normal breed of video, but I've seen a lot of people talking on the internet about Ahsoka Episode 7. All sorts of things getting thrown around, and I don't know, I've always been really passionate about Star Wars since when I was a little kid, so I guess I figure it's my turn to throw my hat in the ring. First off, a massive point of contention seems to be Ezra refusing his lightsaber from Sabine. I think a lot of people miss the point with this one, people complaining about it. At least, the way I see it, there is no point in him having his lightsaber in that fight, in that current moment, because he has, for the past 10 years plus, been stuck in this place without it. So, if he was to take that lightsaber from Sabine, while he's so out of practice, then all he's really doing is depriving her of a great weapon that she's been training with for the past however long. Not to mention, like, come on, Ezra just being this, like, hand-to-hand combat monk that just uses the Force to unbalance people and take them down and hit them with martial arts. Like, that is absolutely sick. My plan is to put this audio over me playing KOTOR 2, doing an unarmed, really powerful run. For a space monk, I've had a couple friends affectionately refer to it, because it's just badass. I absolutely love the direction they're going with it. Furthermore, we did see Ezra take up a blaster again, because, come on, as much as the Force is certainly his ally, a little bit of help now and then is great, especially when you've got the deck stacked against you. And that, I just think, is another little hint that we're going to see probably Ezra take up his lightsaber again. He just didn't want to have his lightsaber in his hands for the first time in 10 years in such a high stakes fight that just, yeah, it could have been life or death if he's just fumbling around like an idiot because he's out of practice. In other aspects of the episode, in terms of that, another thing that I am loving is seeing Ahsoka spring to life. I'd seen a bunch of people that were complaining that Rosario Dawson, her portrayal of Ahsoka, was so stoic, inexpressive. People were just complaining about her folding her arms all the time for some reason. But Ahsoka has been carrying around all of this stuff in her head for so long. All this stuff about Anakin, all the people she's lost, like the Clone Wars, like all of that. Like, I think that Episode 5 reinforced perfectly just how young she was. Literally a child soldier. She was 16 when the Siege of Mandalore happened, or 17, which is still a child. And she was 14 when she was first sent out into battle with Anakin and Obi-Wan in the early seasons of the Clone Wars. But seeing her spring back to life, all of her banter with Hu Yang, all her smiling and just being sassy, kind of bringing back those vibes of like the sassy little young Padawan Ahsoka, was magical. And speaking of a magical, those little holograms that Anakin made her, amazing. Obviously, we saw one of those holograms in Rebels, but to see another one, to see the full body thing, and basically have him essentially be giving Ahsoka a pep talk, it warmed my heart. Also, I'm just saying, you should totally show Luke those. Should totally show Luke those, right? Anyway, in other news, of course, Ray Stevenson, Baylan Skoll, he is just every scene knocking it out of the fucking park. Like, he is an incredibly talented actor. And every single scene he's in, I am on the edge of my seat just staring, taking in everything I can, like drinking in everything about his performance that I can. Like, that's not to say that, like, the other voice actors and actresses in this show have been slacking, because they've not. Everyone has been solid. Super solid. But Ray is definitely a standout. Speaking of standouts, Thrawn. Lars is killing it. Absolutely killing it. His intro last episode was phenomenal. And there's something so vindicating and gratifying about just seeing the voice actor and seeing the voice coming out of their mouth and the way they deliver it. It's just, I am beyond stoked for next week's episode. In fact, I am ravenous. I am frothing at the mouth like, more! Give me more! Like those goddamn purge troopers from the Jedi games. Oh, and let's not forget, I am extremely intrigued by Shin. I do wonder if she's going to end up joining our little cadre of Jedi. I do get the feeling that Baylan will not survive next week's episode. But I suppose we'll see, because we have one episode left, and I think there's still quite a lot of ground they could cover in that episode. So, yeah, that's pretty much been it. If you're here and for some reason you've not still watched the episode yet, then what are you doing? Go, watch, especially before I bring up my next talking point, which was 3PO just barging in to this court meeting, basically being sent by Leia to just swing her dick over the entire room. Like, yes, hello, so you're gonna get off my girl Hera's back, and if you have any problems, you can address them to me, Senator Leia Organa, the leader of the Defense Council. That was utterly magnificent. Like, it was such a tasteful way to just have Leia just drop that mic without even needing Leia there physically. It was absolutely magical. I recognized Anthony Daniels the second he came into the room. It was magical. Simply magical. Though, I think that's about it for me. I know this is very much not my normal kind of style of content. Though I am very much... This show... I've always loved Star Wars. But it's whenever one of these new shows or a new game is out and it is good that I am just gripped constantly thinking about Star Wars. So Might do more of these, like, Star Wars talking style videos. I don't know. It'll probably just be based on how I feel. Of course, I had very much to say about other episodes and stuff. But, yeah. Ahsoka has been absolutely phenomenal so far. And I am very, very excited for next week. Though, that's about it for me and my rambling. I bid you all farewell. I hope you have a lovely day, or night, or whatever time of day it may be for you. And may the Force be with you, always.